With Andy Card and the Question 3 OTR Pop Quiz. Can you name the only person who took the Chief of Staff job twice?
James A. Baker III.
First under Ronald Reagan and then again under George H.W. Bush.
My hero. He's one of my heroes.
He
was the greatest
You were
chief
an
of staff.
acting Chief of Staff for H.W., right?
I was the deputy chief
deputy
of staff.
chief. Okay, yeah, there you go.
When John Sununu left and Sam Skinner was coming in, so for that little interim, I was kind of like pretending to be the chief of
Which
staff.
president has appointed the most chiefs of staff?
Very interesting. Bill Clinton?
The current one, Barack
Oh,
Obama.
Barack
with
Obama.
5.
That would be true.
This last question isn't related to the Chief of Staff position, but the answer is so interesting we had to include it. Your former boss's mother, Barbara Bush, is the fourth cousin, 4 times removed, from which president?
Franklin Pierce. Franklin Pierce University, Rindge, New Hampshire. Franklin Pierce was considered the most handsome of all of the presidents.
Well, it just
I never
fits
knew
then.
that.
It just fits then that this is now the president of Franklin Pierce University.
I am the president, proudly the president of Franklin
That's
Pierce
where the
University.
energy. You've been there for what, a year or so?
1 year and about 6 weeks. So
All right. How's it going?
it's going awesome. The students are phenomenal. We have a wonderful campus in southwestern New Hampshire that is beautiful. We can see Mount Monadnock and we can view Pearly Pond, and it's a village, so it's the most caring university in the world. If you come there as a student, you are known by name, face, and we know when you're in trouble and when you're about to get in trouble, and we try to keep you from getting in trouble.
The pin. Is that Franklin Pierce?
We're the Ravens.
That's
the
what
Raven
I thought.
Nation.
That's what the flag I know, but that's a raven.
That's a Raven, Franklin Pierce Ravens.
All right, the last question I want to ask you is kind of like a philosophical one. A lot of people are talking about Apple and its refusal to create what CEO Tim Cook calls the software equivalent of cancer. The FBI wants to have access to a certain cell phone, a terrorist iPhone. Do you think that Apple should comply with the FBI's request?
I would like them to comply. I hope that it can be limited so they have access to that cell phone. I can understand the concern of having a back door that everybody else could figure out and run through. But I also understand that to defend the country, which is the real responsibility of a president, that's what their job is, preserve, protect, and defend the country. And law enforcement should know that they have to have access to the new media. They don't necessarily have that. Microsoft made accommodations in the past. I think it's important. General Mike Hayden, who was the head of the NSA and also a CIA director, just came out with a new book. He addresses this in his book. I tend to agree with the way he addresses it because he really doesn't think that Apple should comply completely, but they should comply in part.
Forgive the brief nature of this, but we're out of time, but I want to ask you this. Yes or no, is Homeland Security more important than privacy?
For the president, yes, because the oath doesn't say protect the country except for where privacy is invaded. He's obligated to protect the country.
Andy Card, thank you so much for being with us. Great to have you with us this morning.
Thank you.
Andy Card, former Chief of Staff, now President of
Franklin Pierce University.
Best commercial ever.
Go Ravens.
Political Roundtable weighs in when we come back.